YouTube, what the forces of corruption crap is going on? Welcome back. Seems like you all really enjoyed the first episode of this campaign that I put out, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. And I can make as much of it as you want if you do enjoy it. Obviously, it is a Total War channel still, but hey, I mean, like I said, I don't mind trying to provide something that you enjoy. Let's move the Emperor. Oh, actually, let's hit resume game here. I'm gonna move the Emperor out so that we can put him in the remove corruption kind of space here. Now HUTTA's not under our control just yet, so you can use, I forgot, someone told me you can use the Emperor to remove the corruption there. So that's what we'll do. Let's move him back into this fleet here, and then some of you are also saying it's better to separate your ground fleet and your space fleet. That's a good point. So let's go ahead though and invade.
Invasion commencing.
And we'll just begin the invasion. I don't expect that there's going to be a big resistance here. It's on easy. Didn't look like they had a particularly developed base. We can bring in some reinforcements.
Destination set.
I might just use the Emperor and a couple of AT-ATs.
Making their presence known in the streets. Deploying some troops on the surface should remove any traitorous thoughts from their heads.
What the heck is that? It's like some kind of little animal. Ha! There's a bunch of huts. Look. Big fat slugs. There's the Emperor. Yeah, look at those AT-AT shooting the big fat slug huts. That's hilarious. Okay. That's a good time. No doubt about it. Shooting a bunch of huts. Okay, let's get the Emperor and tear down this little hut factory over here.
Enemy forces ahead. Yes, Commander.
Come on, select them both.
Awaiting your orders. Acknowledged. We'll clear the way for you.
I don't know what's so dang funny about that, but it's funny. Oh man. There we go. So, got my AT-ATs moving. I doubt the rebels really have anything strong enough to throw me off too bad here. Actually, I think these are Zan Consortium troops, actually. Yeah, like they got a droidica over here. Yeah, they're not having a whole lot of effect on my walkers, which is no big surprise. My walkers are just plowing through everything here. There we go. Gonna go ahead and keep walking here. If I just do all and then do an attack move to here. They're gonna turn around and blast this hut and this poor other scoundrel there. So yeah, I've got them on an attack move now where they'll just attack whatever along the way. Looks like they've got some rocket troops, grenadiers. They're causing pretty minimal damage to my... Oh, I forgot I can deploy stormtroopers from here too.
AT-AT ready. Deploying.
Yeah, and I don't know what's with the little bit of like glitchy lighting effects there, but it's done that to me every now and then in land battles, so I apologize. It's probably just because the game's old. Okay, so we deployed our stormtroopers. Let's go over here and tear down this hut factory. Yep, that didn't take long. So we'll just keep on moving up. Oh, it says I've only got 2 out of 3. So we'll wait and just call down some more reinforcements here. I think some TIE maulers running over the fat slugs would be pretty funny. Oh, what they got? They actually got like a little... They had a little turret there, but we knocked it out. No biggie. I think their turret actually got a hold of some of my stormtroopers.
Deploying stormtroopers.
So we'll just drop some more stormtroopers here. I think we got way more than enough troops to get the job done here.
Right away.
Just gonna go ahead and drop in everything we've got.
Reporting in.
Can we just... Oh, okay. It stops you at a certain point from dropping more stormtroopers. So there's some destroyer droids and, what is that, repair facility. TIE maulers, everything taking them out. So we've got way more forces than what we need at this point to be successful. Check out our TIE mauler tanks over here.
What are you waiting for? Annihilate them.
Okay. So we've got a bombing run available to us. I don't know if we even need it, but we've got the Zan Consortium Palace here. We'll just go ahead and start taking it out. Emperor's working on it with the Force, and then make sure they don't kill any of my TIE maulers. There we go. I didn't know there's hard points on the building. Looks like there was. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we took out the palace. There's some guys over here at the back of it. We'll just make sure that we smoke them. One of them's really taking off running. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Not. Alright. So, some of you gave me a hard time for playing this on easy too, and I don't know how to play this game. I'll put it on a more difficult one next time, but yeah, just let's just give me a chance to get used to the game. I know it's not, you know, this isn't, again, all these playthroughs were never meant to be like some kind of crazy showing of skill on my part. It was really just meant to be for fun, which is what I'm aiming for.
As you command, I am en route. Coordinates received.
Oh, we had a unit destroyed. How about that?
What do you want?
Okay, so they've got this building here. What is this thing? Looks like a piece of crap. Must be a droid foundry or something, because it's pumping out droidica. And then apparently we never did destroy this crap shoot over here. So we'll do so. Yeah, with the AT-ATs around, it's obviously not going to be too terribly challenging. Okay, so I think we've got...
I fear no one.
I think we the Emperor turned some... Yeah, the Emperor turned some of their troops to our own. There we go. So we captured HUTTA, which is great. I'm going to put the Emperor up here. Actually, let's stick him in his own. And then... Okay, well, never mind. We already removed the corruption, so I guess he takes care of it. So let's kind of see. Let's just take a look at our potential defensive situation. If we knock out FELUCIA, there's really no way for... Let's see. I don't think Naboo even has a hero. So we need to build some defenses at Naboo, or at least put a ship over here as a defense. Let's send that one over. Yeah, and see, there's a potential here. So I basically kind of want to just knock things out. Let's get our fleet. So here's our fleet commander. We're going to put him first, and then we can warp stuff in behind him. And let's leave the Emperor here for the time being. We got Grand Moff Tarkin here. Let's just take a look at some of our buildings real quick. So may not hurt to upgrade the shipyards at Kuat. It'll take quite a bit of money. And let's just so I can pause it actually while I take a look at my buildings. Let's do that. So let's see. Tatooine's got quite a few openings here.
Beginning construction. Building under construction.
I'm gonna build a couple of whatever you call these things, mining facilities.
Constructing.
Not much point in building anything else there, so I'll just build a couple of mining facilities. All we need is like, yeah, so this will be a place that we can kind of deck out, but again, let's start it with a mining facility, and then we'll build, we'll kind of use now HUTTA as a place. We'll do the barracks and a light factory, and then we can build a heavy factory and other stuff afterwards. So let's see what we can do at Kashyyyk. So not a whole lot to be done here. I'm just going to fill it with mining facilities. Alright, so we've got our few little territories here that we've got control of. So let's go ahead and get this fleets going. What we need to build the space station
Building
actually.
started.
Okay, let's resume the game. We've got quite a bit of money still. I might go ahead and build an acclimator here.
Production.
Put the victory cruiser there. May not hurt to
Vehicle in
train a
production.
tartan cruiser there as well. What's all that noise?
Construction.
Is Naboo mine? Huh, Naboo is mine. See what I know.
Construction.
We need to send the Emperor over there to remove the corruption.
Cruiser online.
So let's go over here and remove corruption.
Removing corruption. Corruption has been
And
removed.
let's do the same thing here. It cost credits for me to do that,
Tartan cruiser.
and I don't have
reporting.
them yet. So we'll wait just a second, because the end of this galactic bay is coming.
Construction.
There we go.
complete.
So let's
Removing
remove the
corruption.
corruption.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we've got the corruption removed off those planets. That's always a good thing.
I go.
Let's go move the Emperor back. So I actually thought Naboo was a potential enemy world. So let's actually move this fleet back here to help protect Kashyyyk. And technically the rebels could attack Naboo.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, so we're getting some of our construction complete. That should help. Yeah, so it's sending our credit per day income up quite a bit. All right, we have a little money again. Let's take a look and see. So we can see what's building and what's not at this point, and it looks like all of our construction's complete. So here on Naboo, we don't really need to do much with it.
Building under construction.
Let's just turn out a couple of mining facilities. Tatooine, I don't really feel like I need to do anything here either. So let's just crank out a couple more mining facilities. As far as where to go next, we might want to go hit FELUCIA. I kind of feel like my small fleet would probably be plenty here. Let's go. Actually, let's move this fleet here.
Shuttle en route.
There. So now we've actually combined these two fleets temporarily, and I'd kind of like Captain. Yeah, I'd kind of like Captain Piet to come in first.
Moving out.
I guess this is.
Tactical battle imminent.
Wasn't Captain Piet the one that got choked? I can't remember. Yeah, they've got a really crappy reserve here, so yeah, obviously, you know, the difficulty. What the? Gosams? I don't even know what the heck that stuff is. Alright, so here's Captain Piet's Imperial Star Destroyer. I expect that it alone could probably take out this this pitiful garrison.
These vagrants stand in our way. Eliminate them to prepare for our land invasion.
Order.
So
Acknowledged.
we're just gonna fly on over.
I'm here. Right
We're
away.
still launching
Yes,
TIE
Commander.
squadrons.
Standing by. Ready, sir. Ready for orders.
Looks like we got one bomber and two interceptors coming out of the hangar.
Yes, sir.
And we'll just
On my way.
go ahead and travel on over. What do we got here? Tractor beam,
Locating
so
the enemy.
looks like we got some there's a small pirate cruiser here which would be quite good against our fighters. So it's something that Captain Piet's ship would be quite great at killing though. I'm gonna wait until we get a little closer to the enemy space station. I'll drop in some reinforcements. Let's go ahead and pull up our reinforcement.
Use your reinforcements.
Some Tartan cruisers would actually do really well here because there's some enemy fighters.
Location confirmed. Advancing. Confirmed. Right away.
Okay, I'm gonna hyperspace in those ships, and then let's pull a couple of acclimator class to escort,
Ready for your orders. Transmission
and
received.
just kind of move on up. There we go. So yeah, we got a force to be reckoned with here. I've got the Tartan cruisers are going to be great at blasting down the enemy fighters, and then I've got plenty of fighters of my own. Let's see. We've got 3 bomber squadrons, and what do we got over here? Vengeance class frigate. Let's task the acclimators.
Cruiser here.
I thought we had 2 acclimators. Yeah, we do.
Reporting in.
It puts all these guys in the same. Where's my other acclimator?
Cruiser online.
Here it is. What the heck are you doing sitting back here? Let's go.
Reporting. Launching attack.
Alright, let's have the acclimator target this. Again, let's get the bombers. There we go.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
And the Tartan cruisers have done a pretty good job at taking out all the fighters. Let's hit the shield generator with Captain Piet. And it looks like we're about to finish off the frigate. And then we'll hit their hangar. Okay, our TIE bombers can be retasked to the hangar as well. So there we go. We've managed to take out the hangar, and the space station itself is falling. Captain Piet's ship actually took some damage over there, but nothing too bad. So managed to give these guys a pretty sound beating.
Awaiting command. Attacking.
Yeah, so you can see the Tartan cruisers are great at taking out these fighters.
We are victorious.
So pretty clear victory over the Zand consortium there. They lost a couple of Crusader cruisers, space station, and the Vengeance frigate. So FELUCIA is ready to be invaded. My only worry is that we kind of open ourselves up a little bit to the rebels here.
Fleet approaching.
Ooh, get down here just in case.
Complete.
Where
Tactical battle imminent.
is it at? Okay, so it's at now HUTTA. As I heard, Admiral Akbar is leading it, so it's not likely that we're going to be able to win this because we just have a small space station. However, our ground forces, and it's a good thing I moved the Emperor when I did, our ground forces ought to be capable of holding them. So let's just see Admiral Akbar's ship in action, and then we'll move our fleet down to take out Admiral Akbar if he's successful, because I think from a fleet action standpoint we should be safe. Yeah, this tiny space station, we don't have a chance.
System must not be compromised.
Run a
Seek
couple
out and
upgrades
destroy
here.
Every intruder to our system.
I think all I'm gonna get is probably two fighters. There's no reinforcements, and we've got 2 hero units with the rebels. I can't remember this guy's name. It's like Sun. I can't remember. He flies like a modified Carillion Corvette, so our fighters are gonna get ripped to pieces by it. Looks like we had some turrets here, so that's good. Sundred Heart, that's his name. So it looks like our turret did do some damage to his ship, which is great, but I mean, he's probably going to rip on our fighters pretty bad. But we'll see if we can cause any additional damage. If our bombers get a hold of him, we could... Oh yeah, we got some pretty decent damage on him. But of course, he's mopping up our fighters. The Corvettes are actually quite fast. Looks like they've got a assault frigate. I'm gonna see if we can take out their hero unit. Oh yeah, we got some nice bombs into him there. But if he sits here and just keeps going after our fighters, we're gonna lose a considerable number of fighters, I think. But it'd be nice to kill at least one of their units here, because obviously we're gonna die. He's running away from us now and recharging his shields. Let's see if we can come hit this assault frigate's engines. Yeah, here comes the cruiser that Admiral Akbar commands. Obviously, going to be a lot more than what we're capable of handling here. Let's see if we can hit the shield generator on Admiral Akbar's ship. Our bombers might... Oh, nope, he's just used his, special ability here, which is to full power to the shields. So yeah, our space station's going to get hammered in this case. Did we get the shield generator? Yeah. Let's hit his engines. See what we can do here. See if our bombers can get a clean shot at his engines. It's taken them a while actually to damage their space station, but a lot of our bombers just got killed by Sundred Heart, and we can actually start going after their turbo laser batteries now too. And if we could weaken these guys up enough, it won't be enough to win, but we'll do what we can. Okay, come on, go after the ion. He's lost his shield generator, which is great. Ion cannon battery. Come on, if we can just piecemeal this guy apart. Okay, there we go. just keep hitting his hard points. Just see what we can take out. Our bombers are really going to be the best bet here. Well, our space station took out one of his corvettes, but I mean, we're starting to lose hard points.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
My ships can repair a hard point.
Target the lasers.
Repairing. Taking fire.
Okay, so we just took out another turbo laser battery.
Space station damaged.
Station ready.
Repairing.
I'm gonna keep trying to repair the hard point, and we'll just see if we can keep picking at the hard points on Akbar's ship. They haven't destroyed my hangar, which is good for me, or my shield generator. So it's really gonna help my space station. If we pull this off, it's gonna be pretty clutch. Let's actually get our bombers to do a quick run on Sundered Heart and see if we can take him out of business. Nope. Oh, crap. Accidentally tabbed out of the game. Alright, let's just keep going after the hard points on Akbar's ship. Oh, actually, we're about to drop Sundered. Yeah! Took him down. Took him all the way down. Our space station's actually still alive, and if they keep letting me respawn my fighters, I might be able to pull this off because they're doing such a poor job of coordinating their attack on my space station. We've almost taken out every hard point on Akbar's ship with just some bombers and stuff. So Akbar's probably right now screaming that it's a trap. But I don't know if this was a trap. I expected this to be look at this. We're going to kill Admiral Akbar. That's all I got to say about that. Nelson laugh all the way. Now, we still got a couple of assault frigates, so this is not over. But if we were able to handle Admiral Akbar, surely we can handle these assault frigates. Our bombers. Yeah! Let's hit their engines. See if we can stop the engines on these guys. So, I can't believe we're actually winning this. This is ridiculous. You rebel scum sure do suck. Alright, so we took out their engines. Now let's start working on their working on some of their subsystems here. I'm gonna actually bring this TIE fighter over here and see if we can actually build up this turret real quick.
Bomber standing by.
Come on. Insufficient funds, never mind, so we can't do it. Holy crap, look at this. Ha! That's awesome. We're gonna actually pull this off. We just got one hard point left on these guys. Because they didn't manage to destroy my my hangar or the shield generator. So my space station managed to hold out. What a blunder on the part of the rebels. Oh, kill it, kill it, kill it before they retreat. Hit him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Emperor is going to be proud of that one. Don't mind if I do. It's a trap. Oh, you guys just got pooped on. Oh, that was good. So we have a little bit of money here at HUTTA. I'm going to use it to upgrade the space station once again. Let's go up here to this fleet. And we've got 4 victory cruisers, which is obviously plenty. Let's pull a couple of those victory cruisers down here to help protect HUTTA.
Construction.
And then let's take these ground forces and go up here and let's see. Actually, let's put the Emperor in that slot. We'll leave
Complete.
we'll leave a couple of forces here to help out.
Constructing.
Build a couple of mining facilities. We probably need some more ground forces. So let's see. Let's get.
Vehicle in production.
Just grab a few of everything real quick. So it looks like we're doing pretty good. I don't think Naboo has. It's obviously going to be potentially threatened, but if we have a good enough space station here, we have a pretty good one.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we have a pretty good space station, so we can probably hold off if we manage to hold off on that last one. So I'm just gonna play it safe for now. So yeah, actually no. Let's we need to leave some troops on this planet to help protect it. All right.
Construction complete.
We're starting to make a lot more money per turn because of all the construction I'm doing. And let's pause it real quick and take a look at all the different construction slots for bases. I'm just going to go ahead and build a light factory here, so if they invade it on land, we'll have more forces to defend. This one's full. Karelia is full. That's fine. Kuat is full as well. Kashyyyk. I guess some of you all got mad at me the way I pronounced it. That's okay. Let's build a... let's see, we got a heavy factory.
Under construction.
That'll be good. Let's go to that one and then see what's next. And then Felucia we need to actually conquer. We just got our fleet orbiting for the time being. And we also need to remove the corruption from Felucia. So let's... I thought I moved the Emperor over there. Oh yeah, I can't do it while it's paused. Emperor, go there. And let's remove the corruption here.
Removing corruption. Corruption has been removed.
And then let's send the Emperor... Well, he's going to have to just go with our land forces because we're going to have to get up there and conquer it. So we'll be good. Alright, so we got our units in production. May not hurt to go to Kashyyyk and... actually, we can get some of these forces from Kashyyyk. Let's leave one trooper there. We can take one of those, take one of those.
Complete.
There we go.
Ready to go.
We can combine that with their ground forces there. So we're starting to have a more substantial presence. There we go. We got some ATSTs. Probably just need some more actual troopers, be my guess. I can't actually train any troopers there. We can probably do so at Kuat though.
Enlisting.
Just do a little bit of training. So not a ton of planets. Again, this is just kind of a trainer campaign for me, of course, just to help me out. We could upgrade the space station here, but the question is, do we need to? I don't even think we need to at this point. Should be good. Okay, so we got some more troopers. Heavy factory building. Probably want kind of like a minimal defense here.
Reporting.
Okay, we got our troopers over here. And let's
Enlisting troops.
enlist a couple more. Move those guys there. So we are good. I think we got plenty of ground forces to pull off a win on Felucia. So we're gonna move these guys over and take the Emperor down.
Invasion commencing.
Ah, look, Tiber Zan is here. So this is the leader of the Zan consortium, and this ought to be pretty fun. So let's begin the invasion. I've never seen these dudes before on the map. That's a little new to me. And it says it's jungle terrain, so this ought to be. Or yeah, it's Felucia. Of course, it's jungle terrain. Duh.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay.
Destination is acknowledged.
Definitely gonna get a couple of AT-ATs. Let's bring old Boba Fett down.
Troops on the surface should remove any traitorous thoughts from their heads.
Get Slave 1 down here.
Putting coordinates. Setting course. Right away.
Moving out. Advancing. At maximum unit capacity.
There we go.
Form up.
Drop troopers.
On the way.
Drop
Dropping additional
troopers.
soldiers.
So let's just get all of our troops dropped off.
Awaiting your orders.
Standing by.
Alright, so getting all our troops dropped off. Kind of let you take a quick cinematic look at what we got. There's Boba Fett. So, alright. Looks like we got all our guys.
Reinforcement troopers
Ready for
deployed.
orders.
Additional garrison on the
Okay,
way.
so we got all of our troopers deployed. So we're kind of at max capacity here. There we go. Got absolutely everything selected. Looks like they own this point down here.
The enemy is approaching.
Enemies just getting blasted as we move through. I got like a huge set of forces here. Like I said, I'll just move to hit the capture points. Now they've got, looks like some kind of IG-88 thing here. Tiberzan. Vosk, seems like he was a bounty hunter. Just kind of keep an eye out here because I'm not familiar with this.
Bombing run available.
Okay, we got a bombing run available. That's good. Whoa, getting hit by something here. Oh, it's this dude. Don't know who that was, but he got absolutely smoked. That's Tiberzan right there. The Emperor just smoked him. Either that or... No. What the heck's this? They did something to my TIE Mauler there. Yeah, apparently Tiberzan just got smoked by the Emperor. Because I heard him screaming around. I don't know what they did to this guy. So yeah, Tiberzan got smoked by the Emperor. And we're going to capture their control. I don't know what they did to this tank here. I might want to move. There we go. I'll just self-destruct it. If they think I'm afraid to make a few sacrifices, then they're mistaken. I don't know where their base is going to be at. Let's
Setting course.
let's see. Let's get our scout walkers
Yes, sir. Ready to go. Awaiting orders.
and just kind of move scout ahead. Might be a little dangerous to split up, but I think we'll be all right. Want to go ahead and... Holy crap.
Always ready, sir.
I don't know what the heck that thing is, but... It's a pulse tank. It's kind of a cool looking unit. Haven't seen that before. So we're kind of getting beat on a little bit here because we got a little too far out away from our guys. Emperor caught up though and just force lightninged everybody, and then Boba Fett's spraying flames everywhere. Looks like he managed to kill some of our own guys too, which was pretty nice of him. Okay, here's one of their buildings.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Lost another pulse tank. Okay, this pulse tank. Whoa, that thing's cool. It almost looked like it was hiding over here. Well, whatever it is, it's about to die.
In attack position.
So let's finish this thing off.
Annihilate them.
Attack.
Guess I could have used a bombing run, but we're good. My AT-ATs are still trying to get up here. There we go. Gotta like that force lightning. Here we go. Found another building over here. Here's some grenadiers over here. Smoke them. Oh, look. There's one of their hero guys that we just smoked. I don't know what he was. Some kind of bounty hunter, maybe? Alright, so we just smoked that building. They have this place built up pretty decent. So what do they got? A power generator and a communications array? Let's take out their communications here. No calling home. Oh, they got a turret up here. Let's hit. It's a mass driver. There we go. We got it. We lost a couple of TIE Maulers here, but nothing of any substance. All of our heroes are still intact. Our AT-ATs haven't even made it over here. We've just smoked everything without them.
We are ready for
Destroyed.
Okay. Everything's in the all clear back here. Let's just keep smoking some of these units here. I love the Force Lightning, man. It's so classic. There's old Boba Fett. He's taking a little damage. There's some Grenadiers in that bunker. Yeah, looks like the Consortium's retreating, so we're going to succeed here. So let's see what all we... we took out this... whatever this guy is. It looks like Tiber Zan escapes, or maybe it's just because he's a certain kind of hero, he might come back later. Did we not conquer it? Did I miss something here? What just happened?
Construction complete.
Reporting.
I don't get what just happened there. We just won the battle, and then when I came out, it says base layout unknown. And all of my... That's really weird. So yeah, I don't have any clue what just happened there. So I guess they want me to conquer it again.
Production. Training troops.
Let's just
Recruiting troops. Vehicles
get some
in
more
production.
units ready to go hit them. I wonder if my heavy factory is ready. It is. So we can actually make repulsor tanks, which is pretty cool. Advanced factory is probably what I'll build next.
Beginning construction.
Let's get some of these repulsor tanks. Oh, they got artillery as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I want to focus on a couple of the repulsor tanks for now.
Constructing unit.
I'm guessing the advanced factory is where we get the AT-ATs. It's so weird. I have no idea what just happened after that battle. Like, just completely odd. I'd kind of like to get another space battle in, at least for now. And I guess we have to wait on the Emperor to come back. Yeah. Is he, like... It shows him here, but I don't... This is so confusing. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened with the Emperor. If you all figured it out, let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this fleet real quick, and let's go hit a space battle at Shola, I guess, down here. I've never seen this planet before.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, Admiral Akbar is here as well, so this ought to be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and fight this. That land battle was just confusing. A lot of you seem to like the space battles anyway better. I know it kind of seems that way for me too. I tend to like them better myself.
Ready for orders.
Sensors are reporting that there is a hostile presence surrounding the planet. Lay waste to any forces that oppose the Empire.
As you command.
So Sundred Heart is also back. What is this? Planetary bonus bounty. While this planet is controlled, all consortium units supply a 15% bounty when destroyed thanks to the HUTTA cartel. Huh. Cool.
The enemy has been spotted. Ready
There's
for
old
orders.
Sundred... Whoa! So Sundred Heart just got smoked. Like, just absolutely smoked by Admiral Piet.
Moving out. Understood.
I think that was the tractor beam that they used on him. Good grief, man. They hammered him. That was awesome. Way to go, Admiral Piet. You are the man. Did I say Admiral? Maybe I'm like Vader. Like, you know, I'm promoting him because I force choked everybody else. Let's see. So
Choose your reinforcements.
I got a couple of victory cruisers and an acclimator. I'll probably wait and drop the victory cruisers in once we get a little further in. We'll kind of push ahead with Captain Piet here and see if... What is this big dot that they're tracking there? Is that Admiral Akbar maybe? I got some TIE Defenders too, which are pretty nice fighter bombers.
Reinforcements.
Let's pull a few of them in. And
Moving out.
let's give them a couple of Tartan cruisers.
Fall out. Let's move out.
Actually, I don't want the acclimator. I want the victory cruiser.
Destination confirmed.
Okay, so that's all we can pull in for now. Let's take this group, head down this way, and then let's take these others in. So it looks like some X-wings, Y-wings here. Ooh, we got hit with a ion bombardment. It kind of looked like there.
Right.
I have Tartan cruisers nearby, so hopefully we can hit these X-wings pretty hard. Yeah. Looks like the Tartan cruisers are in, so the X-Wings ought to get destroyed pretty nice. Let's hit these Y-Wings. They're doing bombing runs on Captain Piet, which is pretty nice. I should have gone after them with my fighters a bit earlier. But it looks like we're going to contain them pretty well. I'll put my interceptors on them. The interceptors ought to tear up the Y-Wings very quickly. So, take these guys out. There's Admiral Akbar. So, let's get our bombers and go ahead and see if we can pop his shield generator. And it looks like Admiral Akbar's trading fire. And where are those TIE defenders at? Right here.
Cannons armed.
Let's move up from the flank on Admiral Akbar's ship.
Standing by. Weapons
We're taking a bit of it. Well, the enemy space station's taking a beating, and Akbar's ship though is resisting quite well. But here come the TIE bombers. So we're gonna hit his engines too and knock him out. So these TIE defenders ought to be able to do pretty well against his engines if they have torpedoes and stuff. Let's get the cruisers targeting their turbo lasers. There we go. Our TIE defenders have smoked his engines. So we're kind of piecemealing this guy apart. And Captain Piet, just move forward. And then the Victory cruiser, let's focus fire on the space station's shield generator. Ooh, just took a nasty hit on our Victory class cruiser. Let's take the bombers in actually and see if we can help finish off the shield generator. Akbar just bit the dust. So the enemy space station ought to be ready to go on down. Got our TIE defenders. Do a bombing run. Awesome. So there we go. Very nice. Let's return to the Galactic and got that taken care of. You know what? I realized I had the music on. Hopefully we don't get flagged in this one. Anyway, that's all the time I have for now. We'll have to do the ground invasion of Shola and Felucia again on the next one. I'm not sure why we have to do Felucia again. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. But you know, we got a decent income going, and we're putting a pretty nice push on the enemy. We're not too far from being able to maybe push onto Mon Calamari, which is rebel controlled. Yeah, so it's rebel controlled, and the Maw is going to be under control of the consortium. Right now, Felucia remains under their control, and then we'd have to get to Camino. So, hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.